Alright guys, so we're here for another Dokkan battle video. We had something drop last night. I'm getting to this a little late. I was in between on if I was going to make a video on this. I was just going to cover the event when it actually came out. But we have this new Vegeta story event, which does look pretty exciting. Now, the reason I decided to do this video after being on the fence about it is because I'm seeing a lot of people talking about how it's going to be a global exclusive event, similar to, if you guys remember, the Super Saiyan Kaioken and the STR Paikuhan, and then Angel Frieza and Angel King Cold was basically like a global exclusive event. I don't foresee that coming to JP. I do think that will remain global exclusive. Now, a lot of people are kind of like building up momentum that this Vegeta event will be global exclusive, which I just wanted to kind of like tell y'all, like be careful, because people are getting very excited about that fact, because I know a lot of people are upset that global has not gotten Dragon Ball Heroes, and like that's totally justified anger, because obviously like the Heroes cards are really cool, like Super Saiyan 3 Adult Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks. Like I understand why global players want that bad, and you know, if they could get something exclusive in exchange that'll at least make y'all feel better, definitely get that. But this, I would say right now, I'm like 50-50. I could see this actually being a global exclusive event. But one, I feel like this is like too cool to be global exclusive, like the moment that it takes place on. Like this is definitely a card that I could see people getting excited about. I also would like to point out that already the Japanese player base has been tweeting the Dokkan official site about this. And I've talked about this before, but when the Japanese player base, they start asking for shit, they get it. Unlike us, you know, we try and talk to the people at Dokkan, we try and tell them our feelings, they blow us the fuck off. The Japanese player base, they go to talk to the Dokkan people, Akatsuki, they listen, they get what they want. I talked about this before when LR Vegeta, I said, don't get y'all hopes up. It's probably going to come to JP, especially after the Japanese players started building up momentum and tweeting the motherfuckers over and over and over. And then, you know, LR Vegeta did eventually come to JP. I don't think it was because of the Japanese players trying to contact Akatsuki, though, because LR Vegeta Blue, the SSR version of him, was part of the Tech Vegeta Blue fight. And I do think that's probably something that they had, like, you know, thought up ahead of time, like a while ago, probably before STR Vegeta Blue even first came out on Global. So I don't want people to start being like, yeah, global exclusive, and then this drops on JP at the same time it does on Global, and everyone gets upset. And I don't want people to get their hopes up. Now, one of the big reasons I do kind of foresee this coming to JP at the same time is this right here. If we look, here is the only story event that's up on JP right now. Well, no, there's two. There's this, and then there is the Tarble, the Yo Son Goku and Friends Return. But this goes away on the 18th. The Elder Kai Summon goes away on the 18th. The Rose Goku Black and Vegeta Blue stuff goes away on the 18th. So that is the same time that this event comes out on Global. So that's why I'm kind of like, let's kind of just wait here. Looks like this is scheduled to come about an hour and a half before it does come out. Like this is going to come out, I think, an hour and a half before it would come out in JP. Because the JP stuff usually, 3 a.m. Eastern time for me is when the new JP stuff would usually hit. And then 1:30 a.m. Eastern time for me is when like global stuff would hit. So the fact that it is a different time could be indication that it won't be coming out at the same time. But, you know, I just wanted to point this out so people didn't get like too ahead of themselves and be like, haha, yes, that's score one for global. And then they get kind of, upset. But let's actually look at what we got here. So one day, Bulma's friends gathered on a cruise ship to celebrate her birthday. Everyone is in high spirits except for Vegeta. However, little did they know the god of destruction was about to intrude the joyful party. And then Vegeta, who once considered Goku to be the strongest, was determined to become the ultimate #1. His fighting spirit was lit again. And then we will be able to get this SR Vegeta, who, most likely will be able to Dokkan Awaken into this Super Saiyan 2, like, Rage Vegeta right there. Now, this is cool. One thing I do want to point out is that the Battle of Gods story event in Dokkan, it follows the events of the movie. Where like Goku and Beerus are kind of fighting, like, they fight in the city, they fight in the desert, and then eventually they're fighting in space. The cruise ship, that's only in Dragon Ball Super. So this story event right here is covering the events of Dragon Ball Super, whereas the previous Battle of Gods story event in the game is actually only covering the events of the movie. I do think that is pretty cool. Now, we're going to be getting a new farmable Vegeta, right? That in it of itself is not a big deal because we actually already have 2 farmable Vegetas in the game. We have this one right here, this SR Vegeta. This is actually from the Saiyan Saga event, which is live right now on Global. We also have this Vegeta. This is the Super Strike Vegeta. They all just have the Vegeta name. You can, farm Vegetas with that. On top of that, there's not really many Vegetas. There's, the 40% Extreme Int Support Vegeta you could level up, or this one. This Vegeta is JP exclusive, but it's just that stupid, the Yamcha and Vegeta, campaign. Those guys aren't really, they're pointless units, so that's not really something to be concerned about. Obviously, this does mean you'll be able to farm up Super Saiyan 2 Vegetas, though. Now, unfortunately, that's pretty underwhelming. We only have the 3 Super Saiyan 2 Vegetas, and they're all only okay. This Tech Vegeta, after he Dokkan Awakens, could be interesting, because he does get defense 80%, and, he's able to stack his attack 4 times up to 80% as well, which is fine. Problem is that he does not have links really suited for Super Tech. Super Tech is over in a flash heavy, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. If he had a category, that'd be a little better. 12 key multiplier, 130% is not great. I mean, he's still an interesting unit for a free-to-play unit, though, no doubt about that. Here we have this Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Obviously, you guys see when he Dokkan Awakens from Battlefield Medals. He actually Dokkan Awakens from Battlefield Medals right here. When he does, his passive is not bad, attack and defense 90%. The problem is that when HP is 80% or below, that's kind of an annoying trigger to get. So I'm not the biggest fan of this Vegeta. His links, Revival, Prepare for Battle, Shattering Limit. I mean, at the very least, Shattering Limit is very common on AGL, including the LRs, Trunks and Goten and LR Majin and Vegeta. So that does help him out. If we look at Revival, though, I think Revival is dead on AGL, yeah. Tapion, Arale, and Golden Frieza, probably not so much, my boy. I'm just saying, you're probably not going to be hitting that off very often. Resurrected Warriors and Majin Buu Saga. I guess he fits okay in the Majin Buu Saga team because, Physical Vegeta only does have Prepare for Battle, but Shattering Limit's not prevalent over there. And then Resurrected Warriors, he's absolute trash on. I'd never use him on Resurrected Warriors. And then, of course, there's the last Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, who's just an old-ass unit. No other way to say it. He does have Prepare for Battle, though, on Super SDR. Which is good. That's pretty much a common key link there, except obviously we have Ultimate Gohan floating around. He is, shocking speed, as you guys will know, but attack 70%. That's real low, bro. He's just too old to really make good use of. Shattering Limit on Super SCR, I feel like is not that good either. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so we'll have, okay. LR Vegito Blue will be a Shattering Limit unit. That's interesting. B-Pan is good. But, these aren't, main rotation units. That Android 18 is fine. The Babashot Master Roshi is fine, but they're not main rotation units. So, I don't know. Shattering Limit is not really too useful on Super SCR. But again, Shattering Limit for that other Vegeta is fine for AGL because, no, there's 3 LRs, right? Tien and Chaozu are also a Shattering Limit LR over on AGL, which is very useful. Some of these units are actually pretty good. The Goten is really quite good. Super Saiyan's Universe Trunks is actually kind of underrated. Beerus is not bad. So, Shattering Limit does have some uses. So, you'll be able to farm Super Saiyan 2 Vegetas now, but, I mean, they're not, honestly, anything you really would want to farm. Maybe the Babashop one, because he does have potential with his Dokkan Awakening, but the STR and AGL ones, they're kind of fodder, so I wouldn't really worry about it. But anyway, guys, that will cover this video right here. on the 18th. This is definitely coming to global. It might come to JP. No guarantee. I just didn't want people to get too, because people will get really excited about global exclusive stuff, and there's evidence that it might not be global exclusive, so that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, letting y'all know. Regardless, so that's pretty fucking good art for a free unit. So like, I definitely would probably come back to global to record this event if it is global exclusive. But thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.